Hello everybody, this is Mike with Soundstage EDU, and I want to welcome you back to the Culture Minute. Today I want to talk to the parents. And actually, if I'm being honest, I want to talk to myself too, because if you're anything like me, watching your child struggle is one of the hardest things that you'll ever do. You see them frustrated. You see the tears after a rehearsal. You hear them say things like, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this. Everyone else is better than me." And every part of you wants to make it easier. You want to fix it. You want to call somebody. You want to explain. You want to protect them because that's what parents do. But sometimes the greatest act of love is choosing not to rescue them. Now hear me carefully. I'm not talking about safety. If a child is in danger, we step in every single time. I'm talking about struggle, the healthy kind of struggle, the kind that builds resilience, because marching band isn't drum corps, theater isn't Broadway, middle school band and orchestra isn't the New York Philharmonic. I mean, these are students. They're learning, they're growing, they're going to miss entrances, they're going to crack notes. They're going to forget choreography. They're going to march in the wrong direction. They're going to squeak that clarinet reed. I mean, they're going to make mistakes. And thank goodness that they do, because mistakes aren't evidence that they're failing. They're evidence that they're trying. You see, somewhere along the way, I think we've confused performance with purpose. I mean, yeah, the performance is important and the music matters, the show matters. But that's not the point. The point is who they are becoming while they're learning to perform it. They're learning how to accept correction, how to work with people that they didn't choose, how to show up on days when they don't feel like showing up. They're learning how to recover after a failure, how to trust, how to lead, how to follow, how to keep going when something feels impossible. And those are life skills, and life skills are almost never learned in comfortable places. They're learned in the middle of doing something difficult. That's why we let them carry the instrument. That's why we let them push through just one more repetition. That's why we let them solve problems before we jump in there and try to solve them for them. It's because we believe in them. Sometimes more than they often believe in themselves. And directors. This is the part where your role becomes so important. Your job isn't to create drum corps members, it's to create young adults who discover what they're capable of becoming. Sometimes, excellence does look like a perfectly clean musical phrase. But sometimes excellence looks like a student who wanted to quit yesterday, showing up anyway. And parents, when your child comes home discouraged, don't immediately tell them to quit. Ask them instead what they learned. Ask them what they'll try differently tomorrow, and remind them that hard things are supposed to be hard. That's why they're worth doing. Because confidence doesn't come from avoiding difficult things. Confidence comes from surviving them. And one day, your child won't remember every score or every placement or every standing ovation, but they will remember the moment they realized they could do something they once believed was impossible. That's the real performance. That's the real standing ovation. And that's the lesson that they'll carry into college, into careers, into marriage, into parenthood, long after the final note has faded away. So here's today's Culture Minute Challenge. The next time your child says, "I don't think I can," don't rush to remove the obstacle. Stand beside them, look them in the eye, and remind them, "I know you can." Not because it's easy, but because I believe in you. And maybe one day, they'll believe it too. Until next time, let them struggle, let them grow, let them become. Because we're not just raising musicians, We are raising remarkable human beings. And remember, people support what they help create.